Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. Some general messages that may be helpful for you for the upcoming month of April. I will be using the Rider-Waite deck, and of course, as per usual, there will be an extended version to this reading where I will explore your love situation as well as your career situation in a little bit more depth than what you'll see here in the general reading. Just a quick reminder for anyone out there after a personalized private reading, please feel free to have a look at the section below where I do have a list of prices, services, along with my email to contact and arrange a private reading. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. A big warm welcome. If you enjoy this video and you'd like to see monthly tarot readings, please don't forget to leave behind a like. Alternatively, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel to receive further notifications of any upcoming readings. Enough rambling from me, Sagittarius. What's going on for the sign of Sagittarius in April? You've got the Chariot card, followed by the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Chariot. This could be a Cancer around some of you. The Chariot is a symbolism of being quite forward with something here. Now, it's interesting it sits above the 8 of Swords. If this is not you, Sagittarius, I think there's someone around you here who's proclaiming their emotions. Okay, there's a stark contrast between the 7 and the 8. What I'm seeing here with the Chariot card, this could be someone finally comes out with their emotions. There is a bit of an intimidating energy because you have the Emperor here as well. But back to the Chariot, I feel like this could be a Cancer. This could be someone you're astrologically quite compatible with here, Sagittarius. There is a partnership or a collaboration that's destined in the stars, okay? Some sort of formulation. You're going to see a lot of progression, okay? But there is some sort of connection between you and this other person because you're coming up as these two sphinxes here. Very majestic creatures, very powerful creatures. This is alpha energy here. So it's quite strong. Now, this could be a business collaboration. This could be a friendship. This could also be a love relationship. It's destined for greatness, okay? The stars in the canopy here. Compatibility, healing, and recognition. Okay, so this could of course be you becoming exclusive in a connection, in a relationship, or taking business to new heights. I'm wondering what this 8 of Swords is though, okay, because that is sort of that energy where we feel hindered, where we feel anxious, and there is a stark contrast because the 8 of Swords is that energy where we feel blinded. Things aren't made very clear to us, but then on top of that, you've got the Chariot, which dominates, okay, with that power of coming forward with something, presenting something here, okay, becoming exclusive with something in the month of April. Definitely, if you're dealing with a Cancer, I think this is a strong connotation that the two of you will move forward in a positive light here. The next card over is the 10 of Swords. I think for those that are dealing with air signs, or even if you're not, if you're dealing with an Aries, a Cancer, could be a Taurus, Cap, Virgo here as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I'm seeing here with the 10 of Swords is that there is a change. There's a bit of a shift here. Oftentimes, the 10 of Swords is seen as a betrayal. It's seen as a harshness, as a bluntness, and the fact that it's sitting in the same column as the Emperor, some of you may encounter, it's quite a confronting energy, okay? So what I'm sensing here is that there's a confrontation happening in April, okay? It's something that might need to be addressed. It could be about a betrayal or about a past, but it's also a card of saying bye to the darkness and allowing that new light to come in. Some of you have been wanting a clean slate or a new opportunity, and it's going to come in a very big way. I think this new light that I'm seeing is that beautiful Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you've been encountering with this dark phase here, if you felt clouded, your judgment, you felt clouded in your judgment, if you felt like someone hasn't been honest, you haven't been illuminated about things, you've been kept in the dark, I think this is about to change. I do see those that are dealing with an air sign. There is a bit of struggles coming up with this person, okay? Fickleness or indecisiveness is coming up, Sagittarius, okay? This is something you're going to have to handle. I do see a massive fork in the road. Now, I'm not sure if you're choosing between two different people. This fork in the road here for you, the Two of Swords. Now, this could be either indicative of the block in communication that you may experience with an air sign or someone important around you. There could be choices that you need to make or an ultimatum that is put to you, okay? Because sometimes the Emperor, you know, he's on his high horse. It could just be an Aries, but I feel like if this person is coming up with Chariot and Emperor energy, I do think that it's someone trying to put it over you. It could be you, Sagittarius. It could be you trying to put that over someone else. But it's more Cancer energy. You know, the moon is here. And what is the moon? It's mysticism. It's mystery. It's emotional pull. It's emotional highs and lows. So this is coming up for you in April. Take your time in making a decision really comes up in this last, okay, because the Knight of in this last column, because the Knight of Pentacles needs to weigh things up, but as does the Two of Swords, okay. It could be involving three people because it almost makes a Y, you know, the three appendages of a Y, of the letter Y. So I'm not sure if three people are involved here, and you do have the Chariot, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you've got three courtly cards here. Three different people, three different personalities here. So three could be a crowd. You might be choosing between two friends, two associates, two lovers. There is a choice, but take time in making that decision, is what I'm seeing here. Because the Eight of Swords, anxiety, woe, worry, feeling like you're stuck in a position, you need to come out of this. And I do believe you will, Sagittarius. But the Eight of Swords is really saying that you feel like you're up against the wall. I'm not sure if someone's putting pressure on you to make that decision, or a decision needs to be made for yourself and someone around you maybe in April. If you are dealing with an air sign, okay, this air sign is going to show a lot of fickleness. They're going to be blowing hot and cold is what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius. Now, this could be you, and you may be feeling somewhat anxious about an emotional connection with someone here. And you don't know how they feel because you've been blocked off, okay? And maybe this is about illumination this month for you. I see people reaching out to you, okay? There's different people in these cards here. It could be romantic, it could be platonic. Of course, it could be professional even, Sagittarius. But I feel like you've got people trying to help you. Because let's break these three people down here, okay? What is the Chariot? The Chariot was seen as a general, as a ruler, someone who led the people, someone who inspired the people in warfare, you know, in ruling kingdoms, oftentimes taking the position of a pharaoh, of a general, of a military leader. So this is someone that either wants to help you fight your battles, maybe, but it's almost like they're coming in with backup or resources here for you. And then we've got the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor, as much as he is in a very high position, he also has a lot of intelligence and wisdom and knowledge because he's very life learned, okay? It is the sign of an Aries, but it does point to that strong masculine energy, a fatherly figure. You know, it's sort of like that Jupiter energy, that very masculine Aries energy here. It's whether this person is male or not, they may be quite dominated by masculine energy, but it is often seen as someone who is a father figure, a protector. It is someone older. So again, it not necessarily points to physical age, but more so in experience, maturity, and life wisdom, okay? And then you also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, someone quite grounded. And I almost feel like someone's supporting your decision. I don't know if this needs to be made with these people here, because the Knight, okay? The Knight is a little bit more, I guess, not as aggressive. Perhaps not as aggressive, not as confronting as the Emperor, not as open as the Emperor. He's more subtle about the way he can help or she can help you. Now, this could be three different personalities that are very potent, okay, for April for you. It could be in relation to love and career and different assets, in different facets of your life. But I do think it's around either choosing people, Sagittarius. It's a bit of a selection process for you this month. There's an important decision here with the Emperor that needs to be made or deliberated. I don't think you're making a decision yet. I see people around you and you're thinking about it, okay? You're thinking about something very deeply here and you're unsure about how you feel, Sag. So maybe more time is needed, okay? Maybe by the end of it, you'll sort of be steering towards a decision, whether or not you put your foot down or not by the end of April. But back to that Emperor energy, for some of you, you've got an Aries coming in, okay? And if you are looking for, I feel like there's something new on the horizon, okay? New horizons, new starts. You know, the 10 comes down to a 1, which is a new beginning, and then you've got the 2. So what I'm seeing here is that there's an opportunity for something new here, okay? It's still at a distance, but it's calling you and it's coming closer is what I'm seeing. Could be with someone under the sign of an Aries, okay, or has Aries placement somewhere in their chart. And they're almost helping you make some sort of transition here. I'm not sure if you've recently moved or you've changed jobs or there's a big change that's happened in your life or will happen in April. But you've got support behind you, which is good to see, Sagittarius. You definitely have support behind you. Okay, moving on, you have the Knight of Pentacles, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus coming through. Oftentimes this represents a business transaction and service. So some of you may have some sort of decision that needs to be made around career, around the workplace, around finances and money. There could be some sort of financial block here as well, and things may start picking back up in April, but very, very slowly, okay? So there's a change that may occur, but it's going to take a lot of time. I'm seeing time because I feel like you might encounter these strong personalities here. And they may either hinder or help you. I think they're coming in with a benevolent energy, so I think they mean well. But what I'm seeing here is that there's possibly an offer in the works through someone you work with as well, okay? So there could be a work romance for some of you. So affairs in love, affairs at the workplace, it could be that. The Two of Swords, you know, it's a heavy decision to make. Obviously, it's not one to make lightly. So I'm seeing that's why you're in that clouded space, okay? You're in a clouded judgment of some kind here, Sagittarius, and you're wanting to make that decision, but it's going to have to wait. But it could absolutely be an offer of love, an offer of commitment, a new job. Oftentimes the Emperor is seen as a CEO. Some of you could be landing a very auspicious opportunity here. I just want to mention this. You've got affluent, well-connected, or very respected people around you, okay? So you're rubbing shoulders with the right kind of people here. This is, you know, playing with the big boys. This is the big fish. So, yeah, you know, you're around very different people, very, very prominent people in your industry or in your place of work or whatever it is. And if it is love related, then you've got two very potential, well, possibly even 3 here. I'm seeing 2 that are really highlighted, and maybe that's the decision-making process that needs to be made. But I am seeing 2 very prominent people coming through here. And if it's 3, they each have their own, you know, these columns here. They represent different things. So maybe a decision will need to be made here around this sort of situation, Sagittarius, in April. I will leave it at that though and continue on with your extended reading now, the link to which will be below in the description box. Have a fantastic April, Sagittarius, and hopefully we'll be in touch soon. Thanks again. Bye for now.